it's me. I'm doing, it's 3.5 months now. So this is my like 3.5 months on testosterone video because I put stuff off and I'm not good at doing things on time. Yeah, I've been super busy. It was like Christmas, and I've gotta do my web comic and I'm applying to Sheridan, so you gotta draw a bunch of shit. So I've been doing all that. Yeah, so I am making another one of these now because I feel like I should do that like semi-regularly. So when I'm like 40, I can look back and be like, look at my little noob self, growing awkward facial hair. On that note, actually, I have awkward facial hair, so that's great. Yeah, I had to shave for real because I had like a horrible teen stash that was just like not a good scene. And it's like not like it's like the worst combination of being a teen stash. So it's like it's not visible because I'm like pretty blonde, but it like feels like facial hair. So like yeah, it's just like it's gnarly. I mostly have like gnarly ass teen upper lip hair. I have like a little shitty soul patch coming in too. So ideal combination right there. That's just that's some pure sex going on. I have like little shitty sideburns. I gotta do something about that. Yes, it's like kind of a disaster right now. But you know, puberty. It's fine. You know, people do weirder things like than this in puberty. You know, some people, you know, some teenage boys start watching My Little Pony. So I haven't done that yet, which is good. You know, I'd consider that an improvement. What else? My voice is super embarrassing. My friends have started noticing, which is really satisfying because like I started noticing like 2 days after I was on testosterone. I was like, yeah, this is some serious shit, and all my friends were like, this sounds the same. So I ran into my friend Andrew the other day, and he was like, yeah, are you sick or is that puberty? And I was like, yeah, that's puberty. And he was like, that sounds like puberty. So that's great. Yeah, I saw actually a bunch of friends who I haven't seen in a while, and they were all like, yeah, you sound like a 15-year-old boy. And I was like, hey guys, wanna play some Halo? Yeah, it's sort of calmed down a little bit. There was like a while where I felt like my like range, like I had like my normal vocal range that I could like talk at, and it just sort of like lowered, so I couldn't go as high and I could go lower, but I could just like talk at my normal vocal range. But then it dropped like past my vocal range, and I was like, fuck, how do I talk? And I just sort of woke up one day and it was like, and it was a disaster. So I've kind of been dealing with that, and I sound less shitty than I did a while ago. So I'm sorry I didn't make a video when I was at like peak embarrassing voice crack. I gotta shave my shitty mohawk again. It's scruffy. Anyways, yeah. So I didn't make a video when I was at like peak shitty voice cracking. Sorry. I guess you missed out on that very exciting aspect of my life, and it'll never be documented completely, so that's a shame. Yeah, what else? I don't know, I've been having kind of like, I've been thinking a lot about gender. That's when you know someone's trans vlog is gonna get heavy, you know? And they're just like, I'm thinking a lot about gender recently, like, we're gonna talk about some shit. We are gonna talk about some shit. I'm talking about shit right now. It's like 3 in the morning in Toronto. We're going full speed. I feel like, I don't know, I've been a lot more comfortable like gender presenting how I want to now that I've been on testosterone for a while, which has been like really nice because I found like my aesthetic sensibilities and what made me dysphoric kind of clashed, because I have like a very specific gender ideal for myself kind of, and I found like I definitely had dysphoria around like not looking like male enough, like society. You know, and like being male enough is a completely bullshit idea, but you know, not looking like classically cisnormatively male enough, and but like my aesthetic sensibilities, like the clothes I wanted to wear, like I like wearing dresses and lacy shit, and I really like dark lipstick and winged eyeliner and stuff. Like that's I mean, I've just had like a lazy day, and I just changed out of my pajamas a while ago, so I don't look particularly fancy right now, but I've been, like, I don't know, I've been getting more glittery and shit recently, which I really like, and I feel like I definitely didn't feel comfortable doing before. Like, I feel like there was a while where for me, it was more important to dress in a sort of feminine way, just because, like, I preferred doing that, and I didn't feel comfortable, I don't know, I felt like dressing in a masculine way when I didn't really have any hope of, like, medically transitioning or whatever. Just sort of, like, reminded me that there was a difference between me and, like, cis dudes, kind of, in terms of, like, our, like, bodies and stuff. So, like, wearing, like boy clothes, I'd be like, oh, dang, like, I don't look like a boy, I look like a girl in a sweater or whatever. And so I feel like, and once I started, like, medically transitioning, I felt like there was a phase where I wanted to dress, like, very traditionally masculinely, to kind of be like, yo, you know, like, we're doing this, I'm going full boy, you know, full boy. But yeah, now that I feel like my body lines up more with how I feel and all that, I feel a lot more comfortable just sort of, like, dressing how I want and stuff. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like when I wear makeup now, because my face is thinned out a lot, and, you know, my voice says more how I want it to sound, and my body is shaped more how I want it to look, you know, I just feel, like, more comfortable, you know, presenting in, like, a feminine way or whatever, because it just, like, I don't feel dysphoric doing it, so I feel like I've hit, like, kind of a happy middle ground between, like, both those things. And I'm just sort of, I've also, I think, I've been a lot more comfortable viewing things not as, like, boy things or girl things, but just as, like things that I like, and, you know, and I think that's been really good for me. So, like, it's not like, oh, that's like a boy dress or a girl dress, like, it's just a dress, and it's not like a boy shirt, you know, it's just like a shirt, and I feel like that's been really good for me gender-wise. It's been making me feel a lot more comfortable, because for a while, like, especially when I, like, first came out as, like, a trans dude, I was like, oh, you know, can I still wear that cardigan? Like, it's technically a girl's cardigan, and, like, you know, I guess technically, like, the, like, fit of men's and women's cardigans is different, but, like, it's not that big of a deal, and, like, obviously it's a big deal to some people, and, like, that's fine, you know, that makes sense, everyone deals with stuff differently, but it's not, like, at its base a big deal, you know, like, it shouldn't have to be a big deal for everyone, and I think it's been less of a big deal for me, that I've been on HRT, and I'm feeling less shit, just in general. I've started, Effexor, for my mental health issues, and I feel like that's just, like, all around made my life more awesome, so that's been really good for me. And I don't know how much that plays a role in all of this, but I figure probably, you know, every part of your life affects other parts of your life and all that, so it probably plays some sort of role in it. But yeah, just, like, overall, I feel super great, and I've been feeling a lot less dysphoric than I have, like, ever in my life, and I feel like before I would have, like, freaked the fuck out because I've been, like, having more gender feelings, and I feel like I always did this cycle where I would be like, you know, I just, like, dress like a girl and be like, I'm pretty much a girl, might as well just, like, think of myself as a girl, and then I would, like, be like, oh god, I'm so dysphoric, like, I'm a boy, I could dress like a boy, and I was like, just, like, fucking, like, go full boy, and then I'd be like, well, this isn't really me, like, I feel good, and I don't feel as, like, freaked out, but, like, you know, I want to stick and shit sometimes, so then I would sort of be like, oh god, I'm not really trans, and I'd go back to being like, I'm just a girl, and it would just feel like shitty fucking back and forth that, like, achieved nothing. So I feel like now I'm just kind of like, no, I'm just like me, and I feel like being on testosterone makes me happy, and, you know, wearing little lace shorts makes me happy, and I can do both those things, and I felt like for a long time asking people to use like he, him pronouns for me while I was wearing eyeliner was like ridiculous. So it's like, you know, and like if someone else did that, of course I'd be like, oh yeah, I totally get that, you know. But if I did it, I was like, no one's gonna get that. That's way too much to ask of people, you know. And like obviously that's complete bullshit, and I can just like do what I want, and it's fine. It's fine because gender is a big, ridiculous, complex bullshit thing. But yeah, I've just been feeling super good about gender shit. A plus. 10 out of 10 would recommend gender to a friend. I would not do that. Would not recommend gender to anybody. But being stuck as someone who has some gender, lots of gender, extra gender, enough gender to go around. Does anyone want some? I'll give you some extra. Being stuck as someone who is stuck having gender, I'm dealing with it in a way that I think is a good way, and I've been feeling good about it recently. So that's good, and I'm enjoying it. Yeah, mostly that. I mostly just talked about my feelings in this one. We get more jacked. My friends think my muscles are very attractive, and they talk about it often, which is nice. Oh, weird. That's nice. Yeah, that's mostly where I'm at. It's good. We're in a good place. All right. See you later.